Morning, Steve Freed in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, first of all, overnight markets have eased a little bit with the Russians moving some of their troops away from the eastern borders of Ukraine and Russia. They still are in Crimea, and they still hold that port facility and that pro-Russian area. But the market now has to try to decide if have the Russians achieved the goals that they are looking for, or are they still looking for more territory down the road. So that'll be in the back of people's minds. Overnight beans are a little higher, corn and wheat a little bit lower, and outside markets, U.S. stocks are rebounding from yesterday's losses, and most commodities are lower. As far as the grain markets are concerned, I think that the corn market saw some pretty heavy farmers selling on this rally, and I think that they're probably done for a while. The corn market, I think farmers are talking about the cold winter and the fact that the ground is frozen, the deepest in maybe 30 or 40 years, and that's going to delay some of the spring plantings. So we're going to be watching pretty closely to not only see how much corn gets planted, but given the fact that the soybean-corn ratio favors soybeans, how many acres will be switched from corn to beans. And that could offer some support in the corn market until we know more about the summer U.S. weather patterns. Over in the beans, I think we're back to talking about the pace that we're using beans here in the United States, and that it's a little faster than what we can afford given the supply. It puts a lot of importance on the March 31st USDA estimates of March 1 U.S. soybean stocks, and also puts a lot of importance on just the demand from China for U.S. beans that are unshipped, and the demand for China that has for South America. We are hearing talk that they may have to take U.S. soybean exports, and they may try to roll either forward or cancel some of the Brazil sales. Over in the wheat, the monthly U.S. crop ratings for the winter wheat crops in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska declined again from last month. They're still rated above a year ago, and USDA chief economist in a speech said that the crop needs a slow thaw and normal spring before seeing any further winter kill damage. The 2-week forecast for the Southern Plains is though for drier than normal weather, and that's going to be the key when this crop comes out of dormancy. Number one, if it gets moisture, and number two, whether or not there's returns from cold temperatures that might cause more damage than it does now. So I guess the main thing right now is that we have to wait a little bit to see what the corn plantings is and what the crop conditions are before we talk about tops in the corn market. New crop beans should go lower, but probably we'll wait just to see what happens to the old crop soybean prices. And wheat prices should have some support on concern about the U.S. hardwood winter wheat crop conditions. And then, as always, the markets will be watching any geopolitical issues around the world that could affect money flow. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM or ADM Investor Services, and have a safe and profitable trading day.